Hey Vibe Makers, it's Lila with LB Novelties, and we are filming this video that y'all requested. I asked you on my community section what kind of video you'd like to see, and this one was requested. It was going over layouts, which ones are my faves, which ones I do not like using, but I've tried, and I'll show you how I've used it. But I'm going to show you what's my go-to layout and also kind of explain them if you are new to planning and the planning system of Discbound and Happy Planner, because that's just the type of planner that I use, but I do feel like you can pretty much use any planner. My thing has always been like a planner is a tool and it is there to help you succeed in regards to what you're setting yourself for goals, for to-do tasks, whatever it is that you want to accomplish throughout the day, the week, the month, the year, etc. But like I said, I use the Happy Planning system, but I am going to go through some of the layouts that I've used in the past 3 years that I've been using the Happy Planning system and explain some layouts, and hopefully this helps you to kind of get a better understanding of what you think might be the best for you. I think use the layout that works the best for you guys, honestly. I have a favorite, like I said, but there are some that I've enjoyed using, and then I kind of switch it around, and I kind of like that option of being able to switch out my planner throughout the year. That's just a personal choice. I love kind of challenging myself or just, switching it out every couple of months. And so that's why I love the Discbound system. It's just the ability to be able to switch from one layout to the other each month, maybe each week, however you want to do it. But I have planners in front of me. I have planners that I've used this year, and I also brought out my planners from last year just to go through them and kind of just show you, like I said, different layouts, which ones are my faves, which ones are like the ones where I'm just like, you know what, that's not my style, but I know a lot of you guys enjoy them. So like I said, whatever it is that you love, use what makes you happy, and just kind of get whatever you feel resourceful out of this video to help you kind of choose what layout works for you. Alright guys, so in front of me I have planners that have just layouts from past years. The covers don't match the layout, so again, these are just covers. I like to kind of Frankenplan and mix my covers with my disc. Again, that's the liberty of having the Discbound system, is you can change out your covers, you can change out the color disc, whatever you want each month, and that's something I definitely recommend. So you don't get bored with your planner, because I know when you see new releases, you're like, oh, I want that, and maybe you don't really need the guts. It's working fine for you. It just might be the covers. So I think if you have a couple of planners and maybe you're just using a kind of a Frankenplanning system, and for those of you that are wondering what the heck is Frankenplanner, it's just where you pull, say I have these two planners, like these are two planners, and I have an extra cover. So I will pull out 1 month from this and 1 month from this planner and put it into this, and it'll be like just my main one, instead of having to pull two different planners each day to kind of plan. It's just in one, but not having to carry 12 months of each worth in a planner. So I hope that makes sense. But anyways, I have vertical. We're going to go through vertical layouts first. And like I said, honestly, just get what you want out of it. Like I said, whatever covers you have, make it work. So it's a little like mixed up, and I was looking at this, I was like, oh wait, I did do vertical for my social. So I do use vertical for my everyday planning. And when I say everyday planning, it's anything regarding home life, school life for chance, errands I need to run, etc. So this one is actually, let's see, is this my, okay, so this one I was using for my social. So I do use it, I did use it for social last year in 2020 and yeah, 2020. I'm like, what year are we on? Tell me if you guys aren't with me, like you're like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the year. I'm barely getting caught up that it's 2021 and we're already going to 2022. So last year, I used it for the first 6 months. I used a vertical layout for my social media planning, but I love using it for my everyday, and that has not changed. I really do love using it for everyday. And so as you can tell, I love using my monthly, and this is just like the monthly view that you get in every month. And this is something I love to do. So again, I have a video of how I memory keep each day, and this is just from last year, and it's like a nice way to go back and look and like, oh, I forgot I was doing that. So easy way to memory plan is using your monthly. But I really love the vertical layout. So if you are new to Happy Planning or any Discbound system that has this kind of layouts, I definitely recommend trying the vertical. I think this is the easiest one when it comes to layouts. Personally, for me, I think vertical is the easiest because you see the daily view in a vertical format. So I'm a list maker. So if you like to make lists and your mind just kind of works where you're kind of checking off things as you go per day, I think vertical is the best way to go, because it's just easy to just go each day, you know, and checking off what you need to check off. So this is kind of what was going on. Really, sometimes I don't have much going on, and then some days I fill it in, and that's the benefit of having stickers. So again, you don't need to have multiple planners. I just like to have it separate. I don't know, my mindset works better when like everything's, you know, in its own category. But for me, when I first started, I had used my planner where I did my like everyday life, basically my home life, on the first row of a vertical. The second one was more like work life, and then the third one was like errands and any social activities. And then once I started to incorporate social media, then I brought social media down to this row, and it kind of moved everything around. And then it was just easier for me to just have a separate, you know, category for LB novelties, and I didn't have to mix both, you know. So I think like start out with one, and vertical is really great at that, where you can, you know, separate from day, afternoon, evening. You could just know, okay, this row is this, and you go down the list. So you can separate everything by washi tape. So this was my 2020, and just kind of fun things. I love this blue spread. This one was fun too. So I just kind of like to just do checklist. And then this is kind of when the world stopped last year. There wasn't much going on. This was actually a trip I did before everything shut down, but I did a packing list. So like I said, it's really great to have the discount, because you could come in and add to each week. So this week I went out to Seattle to visit Danielle and some of my friends, and I like to do outfits of the day. If you guys saw my Disney outfits, I love to have just like somewhere where I could see, okay, this is what I need to pack, and these are the outfits that I'm planning on wearing for each day. It's just like a really fun way to use your planner. So if you, like I said, if you're new to happy planning, this is a great thing. It's like you come in and add stuff for each week. So like if you're going on a trip, you add your packing list and your outfit of the day, you're set to go. And then, you know, kind of just slow down. So there was not much going on, but you know, I just made sure I did my memory keeping each month, and just filled it with stickers, and that's just basically what 2020 looked like. So that's for my everyday vertical, and then how you can use it for social media. If you are someone that like maybe does social media, or maybe even for work, I like to do boxes. Like somehow I feel like when I highlight in a box, a colorful box, my eye, you know, just go straight to that and be like, okay, I need to get this done. And then I like to use it more of a decorative aspect. And that back then I was keeping track of like follower counts every day, and then I stopped doing that. I just didn't want to stress out about that much. But yeah, this is just basically how I was using my vertical. Really beautiful, like just to have fun and decorate it. So that was last year. So let's go through this year. And this year for vertical, I've only been using it for my everyday planner, because like I said, I switched last year in July. I started doing horizontal planning. So I'll show you guys horizontal planning layouts in a second, but let's just finish off vertical, because like I said, I want to keep it kind of separated by categories. And look, I have two different covers. This is one of my absolute favorite covers, is the Planner Babe line. So I just keep them together. And I just love color. It's my thing. I love seasonal. So it's a little mixed in between, I think I was photographing this and I just left it here in my December from 2020. But then this is from this year, and I'll probably do a flip through of everything, and like maybe I'll do a video with like my fave spreads or whatever. But I just kind of want to show you, again, this is just everyday life and how I just fill it out every day. I just do my checklist. I like to do a little box, use these little checklist stickers. And that's just how I kind of keep track of my things. And then I believe I did mix it up. Let's see. Oh yeah, so sometimes I'll bring in, like this one's an undated one, and I just wanted to have mini, so I brought mini in, because sometimes it's fun to just bring in, like if you have an undated extension pack, switch up your colors. Another option is if you guys have filler paper is your friend. Okay, so I love filler paper, and it's a really great way to switch out your planner, have fun, and get that creativity flowing. Then that's for those of you that are just like, I'm kind of feeling bored. I tend to get bored sometimes, and I'm like, I need to, you know, just feel like the creative juice is flowing. So what I did for this month, I pulled out I had this from the, I can't remember off the top, Desert Florals, I believe, planner, and it was dashboard layout, and I'm not a big fan of dashboard, but you'll see me use it. But vertical is my #1 favorite layout. vertical is. But for this month, I decided to have fun, and I did a little filler paper challenge over on Instagram. And I think I filmed a video here on my YouTube. I can't remember off the top of my head, but basically, I just used filler paper, and I did kind of like a Bujo bullet journal style layout. So I did all my days on one side. I still kept it where I could check things off. It's kind of similar to dashboard on this side, and then I have my like to-dos and check those off. This one is my favorite, one of my top 5 faves of 2021. But I'll go over these later. But so this one I did stickers. You can use stickers. Like I had journaling stickers and I just filled this in for the days. This one I drew and I had these be my days. And then I just kind of used the filler paper, and I think I used a cup and I drew a circle around that, and that was my day. So that's an option for those of you that get bored. So vertical is my favorite layout. Absolute fave. Definitely the one that's easiest to decorate with. You got plenty of space to decorate. So now let's go into horizontal layouts, which is another of my favorites. I would say that's my second fave. But if you were to ask me what's your favorite layout, vertical is my number 1. All right, guys. So in this one, you will find all my social media spreads, I believe, from last year in 2020. And this cover is actually from Pretty Paper Journey. She sent this out to me. Leslie did. I believe it was the beginning of this year. So I believe she still has these where she does like custom covers where she'll put your name in. They come already pre-punched and laminated. So I'll try to put her link down below in my description box. Hopefully I remember when I'm editing. But it's just, you know, my rose marbled disc, and it's just what holds my social media. And it's a really beautiful cover. I'll show you the inside. It's really pretty. So for my social, I did notice that I have a mix of layouts. I think that's the one I test out layouts. Especially when I get sent product, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this layout out, see how it goes. So you'll see in my social, that's the one where I experiment with layouts. I think it's easiest for me just because when it comes to social media, all I put is just like what I need to post that day, versus like my vertical is like literally a checklist of what I need to get done each day. So I need to make sure that system stays kind of the same, and it just helps me. And like social is like where I can experiment and have fun. So you'll see that. But this one is, I believe this is horizontal. Yes, this was one of my fave planners. It was Crystal Vibes, and I don't know where the rest of, because I know I did Crystal Vibes starting July of last year and to 2021. So I think this is actually 2021 spreads. But I'm trying to remember, where is my, let me just check here real quick, because I have all these mix of planners. I'm like, I don't know where half my spreads are. And you think I'd be more organized than that, but just sometimes I'm like, oh, here we go. Okay, I'll just show you December's from last year, because I do have it. So this is December of last year, and that's just kind of what I do when it comes to social media spreads. And all I do is just write down what I need to post, and then if I need to hop on stories, that's what I was kind of doing last year. And then I carried that into this year. So I was using the Crystal Vibes horizontal layout. And I love the horizontal line. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I have trouble kind of decorating it, but for me, it's really easy. I don't know why. I think it's just so much space. I feel like it's really easy to decorate, and then you know, I just tend to kind of decorate around the edges and leave the inside, or I'll add a box. But I really have enjoyed using horizontal, and I'm using it currently for this month, but I'm going to switch back to my Mist Maker. You'll see that in a second, but I don't know, I really love it. And like I said, I love using boxes to kind of let me know what I need to post. So these are some of the ones that I did this year, so you're getting a little sneaky peek. This was a fun one. I forgot about that one, the lunar year. So like I said, I just kind of like to decorate around the edges, and then I still have plenty of space. I think, honestly, my opinion, guys, like it really does have a lot of space in horizontal to fill out information, and you still put a lot of stickers. I don't know why. I just feel like horizontal has that aspect where like you can add large stickers, and then you still have plenty of space to fill in. And sometimes I feel like I have a lot of white space left over even with stickers, and yeah, I don't know, I really enjoy it. Like, look at this. I have this large Mambi stick, but I still had a lot of information filled in. Like I said, I think horizontal is a great option. It has plenty of space for you to add stick. And then this is, again, if you're a decorative planner. If you're not decorative, then you're going to love this. There's plenty of space. But for someone like me that I like to decorate and plan at the same time, there's still plenty of space. So like I said, I'm using these large stickers. I just kind of stick them through the corners, the little pops here in the middle, and then I leave, you know, space to write. And like I'm telling you guys, like look at all this white space. So you have plenty of space to write in this, and this is great for those of you that like to see your days horizontally. Instead of you going through your day from this page to this page, you're going on it. You'll start on the left side, right? So you'll go Monday through Thursday, then you'll switch over here, and you'll go Friday through Saturday. So it's still kind of technically like you're viewing it vertically, but you're going through days versus you're taking a day per row. So, or excuse me, per column. So yeah, I don't know. I really love horizontal too. So like I said, this is my second fave is horizontal. So May, I was like, I'm going to test something different. And that's, I think the same for my vertical. I'm like, May, I'm ready to switch. So I tried out dashboard, and I'll be honest with you guys. I have like a love, I don't like to use the word hate. I sometimes love and I sometimes don't love the dashboard. Because I know a lot of you guys are like love dashboard. But for me, like my mind just doesn't. And again, this is why I like to share this video, because some people are able to see this and be like, oh, I could easily like plan out my life. I got this. I got my list. And for me, I feel like it's a little, I don't know. I think if it might be just that I'm a lefty. I know it sounds silly, but when I did that bullet journal and I had the list on this side, it worked for me. And I had my days on this side, I was okay. But like, for some reason, I feel like my list shouldn't be here. It should maybe be secondary versus like my days and like what I need to check should be first. And that's just me. So like I said, you have to go through the layouts, test them out and see, okay, is this working for me? But it is a great layout. I will say that it's a great layout for those of you that love to make lists. I'm a list maker, but it's just too many boxes for me to fill. And so that's just a personal thing. I just prefer vertical or horizontal. But this one I did use it for social, and for some reason I just felt like I'm not really using this. This is kind of just me filling in stickers. And this, I felt like also like, for me, I just felt like this wasn't enough space personally for me. Like the horizontal, you get a whole, like the horizontal is like this whole segment, versus a dashboard, it's like you cut that in half and you have to fill in your whole day in this. And so maybe you're just putting your appointment here and then you have your checklist. But like, I'm like, I need to know when I need to get this done. So I like to write down my list on the day that I need to get it done. And sometimes I might not get it done that day, but like, at least I know like I need to try at least get it done that day, and maybe hopefully get it done the next day if I don't get it done whatever day I have set. So if you're someone that like maybe just needs a running list that you don't have a set date on when you need to get it done, I think this layout works for you. If you're okay with having just a running list throughout the week, like a weekly list, and then this is just kind of rewrite out your appointments and any like meetings you have, or you know, the kids concert, whatever it is, PTC meeting, whatever. I think this system would work for you in this layout. Sorry about that motorcycle out in the traffic, guys. But yeah, I don't know. I really had trouble with this. Like, I was not using this. I could not figure it out. And I was using for social. I'm like, okay, and I stuck through it. Because I'm like, if you started it, you got to get it done. I kind of started to like see, okay, I'm like, maybe if I use it like this. But it just didn't feel like it was being used how it should be. At least for me. Like, you see all this empty space. So personally, I'm not a big dashboard fan. So that one is the layout that I'm like, it's like sometimes I like it and sometimes I'm like, I just don't get it. So dashboard is always the one that I'm like, I try to see with clear form. And no hate on the dashboard planners. You guys, I'm just telling you my opinion and what I love. And I love vertical. So we're going to go into this next section, y'all. And here's another one that is a hard layout. And I think I'm not the only one that feels this, y'all, but okay, I'm going to show you which layout this is. Blank. So this is the 2022 planner, and I'm going to be using this cover, and I'll show you guys later what I'm going to be doing, but it's the Colorblock layout. I'm sorry, but I don't like this layout. I know it's a great layout for students, but I don't get it. I feel like it's too much for me personally. Like, and I've tried to do it. I've seen people do it where like they separate each row for something, but I don't know. Personally, I try to like kind of use it, and sometimes I'm like sad because like I'll love a planner. I'm like, I love this planner, but then the layout's not the right. I'm like, dang it. So I'm just gonna kind of do a little planner like conversion. You'll see that later in my video, but color layout is probably my least favorite layout. I will say that right now. It is my least favorite layout. And it's also just the shading, and it's too much. It's a lot going on for me. I love the vertical where it's, and this is basically, for those of you that are wondering, it's like a vertical layout, but without the lines that you see, the vertical split. So it'll be like, and then the vertical doesn't have this like two shaded box situation. It's just the blank box. But again, some people love this and they make it work, and it's the best system for them. But for me, because I know you guys wanted to know what's my faves, what are not my faves, Colorblock is just not my fave. So I did try to make it work, and it was working, you know, but I just felt scattered, in my opinion. I felt scattered, like, I don't know. I need that line to divide it. I know it sounds silly, but like, I just need things in categories. And so I tried to bring in some washi, and like, I would look at this and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what's happening here? So, and it's just simply like, because there was a line, vertical layout has that. So I did have fun decorating though. I will say this one was one of my faves, was like my birthday one, but I don't know. I was not feeling it in regards to the system working for me. Decorating it was fine, but like, I needed it to also feel like I was, you know, with it. So Colorblock is just like the one that I'm not a big fan of. All right, so for this layout, I really do love this one. First I thought, I'm like, am I gonna like this? Is this gonna work for me? And I do have a video of how I showed you guys how I set this up. This is actually the Miss Maker checklist layout, and I have this one that is actually for 2022. So what I ended up doing was, I'm just moving that because the cover was glaring, but I ended up redating it for October and November, just because I wanted to try it out, and I actually enjoyed it. And I'm going to explain to you why I did that and how I use this system, and then what I was using currently. I think it's easier just to kind of compare and bring those planners in versus just trying to keep each one separate. But for the checklist, let me just show you what it looks like blank before you see it filled in with stickers. I love this. For some reason, it really worked for October, November for my social media stuff. And I was just using it for my social media planning, but I think it could work for anything. So I always get questions like, isn't that supposed to be dot grid? Because like when they'll see it in a video, they're like, it's really faint. And I think that's why I love it. Like, I have to bring it up close so you guys can see. It is really super faint, that dot grid. But what I love about it is when I'm trying to put a sticker down and line it up, it's kind of like a guide for me personally. I love it. And then the checklist has, hopefully it focuses, there we go, has these checklists down here in the middle row, which I love that. And then it's just a blank normal, like if you were to see a vertical box. So it's kind of like a vertical planner met a checklist, you know, twin or something. I really have enjoyed using this, and I'm not currently using it for this month because I didn't have a month that matched up, because like I said, I had to redate it. I didn't have a month that matched up, and I don't want to waste a planner month for from next year to make it work for December. So I was like, I'll just use horizontal for December, but I will show you how I used it right now for October and November so you guys can see it. So you can see I just dated it. You guys, I love this spread. This was one of you guys' favorite spreads too, but it really helped me to stay organized, productive, and just get stuff done. Like, I was really surprised at how much I loved this layout, because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this work. And I'll explain why this worked for me and what I was using in the past. Let me just bring that planner out. So this is a monthly, like I said, I'm just jumping from one to the other just so you guys can understand what I was doing with that one. This is a monthly layout is what they call it. So this is from the Life and Doodles, and what I was using is I was using my horizontal planner for social media posts, and I was using this for my content creating post or planner, because I like to have a planner where it actually helps is separate from like posts, because it was getting a little too much in other spreads that I was doing. But I do all my, like, okay, what do I want to keep track of? Like, I have my Instagram, how many reels I posted, some goals that I set for myself in regards to my social media, and also just like things I need to get done in regards to like if I'm preparing for a class, etc. And then what I was using, and this is a really awesome planner for those of you that are maybe either starting a small shop, maybe you're, starting your own YouTube channel, and maybe you're not even having to be a content creator. You're just someone that like plans, just using the planner for everyday life. This is really great for those of you that like to use checklists. How I've used it in the past is I'll put the day on the top, and then I write down what I need to get down that day. But for me, this one really worked amazing when it came to just writing down what I needed to get done. So like edit photos to take. So I would just kind of go through that and then just check it off. August, like how I did it was like, this was an August monthly YouTube video. What do I need to get done for that? I need to film the video, edit the video, the links, the photo, etc. So each, box was like either edit photos or the video, and then what I needed for that video. So I really loved using that for that. And and sometimes I didn't film that much that month, so that's what I was using. I don't know if I did it for this one. Yeah, so that was just like August. I really didn't have much time to film, but that was my content creation planner. So if you're looking for a really great planner, and I haven't been using it lately because, like I said, I did use it for September, but October, like I'm gonna just show you blank what it looks like. It's like this blank. The monthly layout is really great for those of you that are just like checklist people and just want to have somewhere to like kind of write down something and check it off. I love it. So that's my content creating planner. But when Miss Maker came in, she made life easier because simply I had both planners combined, and I didn't have to have two planners and two layouts to deal with. I didn't really decorate my monthly, but just having it all in one view actually helped me. And I was worried at first. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like all this writing. Is it gonna make me, I tend to get a little, not anxious, but I just get a little stressed if I see too much going on. Like I said, I like to keep things separate, but this actually worked out pretty awesome. And so I had, what I needed to post. I made sure I put them in boxes so I could keep an eye on what they were for each day. So like on Instagram or on Pinterest or whatever. And then here I listed out what I need to edit that day. So I just concentrated on like, what do I need to get done for this day? And check that off. So you guys, it really was amazing. I loved it. Sometimes I really didn't get this stuff done. And then sometimes I did. I didn't do this. I just forgot to check it off now that I'm looking at it. And then some video ideas, and then my video list that I have going on that week. So it really was amazing. I loved it, and I was really happy with it. And then I did the same for November, and it was just super, I felt like I was really productive. You guys could just tell like I had more videos going on in November on YouTube. It's one of the months that I had the most videos, and I'm just telling you this because I think it's really important to point out how the planner is actually being resourceful and helping you succeed versus it's, it's cute with stickers. Like, I love stickers, I love decorating, but I want you guys to know, like, this helped me to be able to bring content for you guys. And November was a really great month for me on my YouTube channel. And I really do feel like just finding the right layout helped me to get there. And I know it sounds silly because you're like, it's just paper and pen, but like I said, this is a tool. It's my ideas and goals that I'm actually putting into writing. So whatever is in my mind and I'm brainstorming, I'm able to put it here and visualize it every day and see it. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to get this done. And maybe sometimes I wouldn't get it done this day, but then I'm like, okay, I need to get this done because this video is coming up. So I'm telling you, just being able to see it together. And normally I don't like to see this much writing and stickers, but I can't wait to get back to this layout for January because it really helped me to stay productive and just be on top of it. So I'm super happy with the Miss Maker checklist layout, and I hope to bring more checklist layouts because personally I think this is a really great layout. I would definitely recommend this type of layout for those of you that are looking to not only kind of highlight certain important things each day, like say you have an appointment or a meeting, but you can have your checklist down the middle. And for some reason, seeing the checklist down the middle also visually helps me to like see here, okay, I need to get this done. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I have an appointment or something going on. So definitely love the Miss Maker. She is my fave also. Checklist layout. And that one is in big size, the one I use for my work. I just can't show it, like I said, because it has information there regarding work, but I really love that, and I definitely recommend that one too for those of you that are like maybe looking to find a really cool work planner. Okay, so the last one, I think this is the last one, yeah. This is the last planner I'm going to go through. And this is the one where I love the layout. I love this planner itself, just the quotes and like the dividers. The only thing is I am going to switch out like what I'm doing for my wellness for next year. Because I do feel, for me personally, and again, this has worked for me in the past, but just life has been super hectic and busy now that we have, you know, when I had time to do and sit and do this, it was a little bit easier, but I still want to be able to check in, and I felt like this is a lot of information to have to fill in each day, but I did love it. I do love it. I definitely recommend this for those of you that are on a wellness journey, wanting to take care of your health, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This type of planner, I definitely recommend. They've come out with a really beautiful design for this winter collection. It's like nature themed. I'm in love with the sticker books. That's on my wish list. I'm also planning on getting the filler paper, and that's the one that I told you will be incorporated into my planner. So stay tuned for how I set that up, but that's what I'm planning for wellness. So for this one, this is a wellness planner, and I'm going to show you there's like a month that hasn't been used because this is an 18-month planner, so it goes into next year. And I might bring this back, so I have it. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to just have it in case I want to kind of go back to this layout. But it's just simply, it has a nourish, intention, movement, take note, and it goes each day. Like for me, I think it's a lot to have to fill in. I think if it was just these 2 rows, it wouldn't feel like a lot, but it's a lot sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, at night, I'm like, oh, I gotta fill this in, plus my gratitude journal, and gratitude journal is more important right now for me. I just like to be doing that every day, filling out my regular planner and my memory keeper. So it does become a little, not tedious, but it's a lot. So I was doing well up till like about September, and then I kind of just didn't follow through. I'm being honest with you guys. I just didn't follow through, and I know I'm just keeping the movement, and I'm checking on my phone, my tracking and stuff, so I'm just doing it digitally at the moment. But I do want to go back to some kind of paper system, so I'm hoping once I get those filler papers, I can get back on it, and it's just going to be 1 sheet per week versus like all this information I have to fill in. But for this, what I did is like I would keep track of what I did like for movement, and then like I don't really have anything to do here, so I just decorated it. And here I kept track of steps, H2O, like how much water I drank, miles I walked, and then just how I felt from like the movement and just physically and emotionally. But that's pretty much what I was just doing, and it kind of felt like I had to kind of fill in too much information. Like honestly, I just need this, to be honest with you guys. When it comes to wellness, I just want to keep track of my steps, H2O, and miles. Because I feel like my gratitude journal is more my like spiritual and emotional well-being. So I feel for physical, I just wanted to keep track of like what I'm doing. So I know there's others that have used this in a really great way, and like just are really on top of their like fitness and using it as a fitness planner and a wellness planner. But I just felt like it was a lot. So as you can tell, like I did fill it in. I was enjoying filling in, but man, I got super busy at work. I know like September, like towards the end of August, September was like, I don't know if I have time for this. I just want to go to sleep. So I do love the wellness planner. I think it's a great system. I've used it in the past. I was a big time wellness planner fan, and I still am. It's just in this season of my life and just what I'm making a priority, this is a lot for me. And that's something to keep in mind too, you guys. As someone that's been using paper planners for like a long time, not the happy planner, but just paper planners in general. For myself, what I set for myself as a goal for 2022 is to use the planners that I know I have consistently used, because I love planning. Don't get me wrong, I love the planners, and I was one of those people that like wanted to have 20 million planners to get started for 2022. But the older I get, and just with the amount of things I put on my plate in regards to work and home life, school life, with Chance, and then just wanting to go out and enjoy life, I have to kind of find the balance. So that's why I wanted to do this also, is to show you guys, like, look at your planners and know what is it that I need out of them, and don't let it get too overwhelming when you have like 5 different, and I think I do have 5, but I have my everyday, my budget, my social, and my wellness, which is the one I'm wanting to tweak, because that one's the one I'm feeling is not working for me at the moment. So sit down when you get ready for 2022, look at what you've been using as a system and kind of figure out, like, is this working for me? Am I enjoying this? Am I being productive with it? I think that's the main goal too, is don't buy a planner just because you think it's going to be the best thing because it says it's going to be. I think really honestly, like look at the layout and be like, is that something that will work for me in my life? So that's just something I really wanted to focus on in this video, because I'm one that, I'm telling you, because I was that person where I wanted to have lots of planners and switch it up, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong, I love papers and stickers. It's my favorite thing. But like I said, I'm just really trying to focus on finding a healthy balance when it comes to planning. Specific video you guys would like to see regarding planning or lifestyle or whatever, just again leave in the comment section below. I really appreciate you guys always sharing love in my comments, and I know sometimes I get a little behind in trying to answer, but I'm trying my best to kind of balance and still make time to like film. So for me, I'm just making sure I get that content out for my vibe makers. That's the most important thing, is for you guys to have that content to see. And I hope you guys stick with me in 2022. I do have a lot of goals, personal goals, and just aspirations that I have for LB Novelties in general and where I want to take it. And I hope you guys come along with me for the journey. And I'm really happy in my life right now, and I'm grateful for everything that God has blessed me with this year. And yeah, it's really amazing to see how a simple planner can help you. So I'm really grateful for this system and everything that it's brought into my life and helped me achieve. And like I said, it's just a tool. You guys are the ones that make it happen. Remember that. Always keep that in mind. You are the ones that write the plans in here. You have that choice, and you have the pen in your hand. You get to write the story of your life. So don't forget that, and know how much I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like on the video if you like this video, and hit the notification bell to let you know when I've posted my most recent video. And as always, guys, peace and love, and happy holidays.